In part 2 of this lesson, we're going to add some buttons to our text fields. We left off with the username, email address, password, and text area message box. And now what we're going to do is extend this form and add some radio buttons, some checkboxes, drop-down menu, submit, and reset buttons. So we're going to need to extend our table, so we'll add some more rows. And we're going to insert a radio group. So insert form radio group, and we group all our buttons in this way. And we can give this group a name, and then we can start typing in the label name and the value associated with that label. And it's the value that will be posted when we click on the submit button. The label is really for the benefit of the viewer. So we've added our 3 labels and our 3 values, and they appear in the cell in the table. And we'll just have to type in the text label in the cell directly to the left of the radio buttons. And we can push that text to the top by selecting vertical top. And there you have design dimension with the 3 radio buttons. Now what we're going to do is add 3 checkboxes. So insert form checkbox, and these are all added individually. These are not grouped. So we set an ID, a label, and attach label using the for attribute, and we're just going to add them one after another, as you can see in the HTML. And then we type in a label for these buttons. And again, this is for the benefit of the user. And we're going to add a drop-down menu. So insert form list menu. And this dialog box pops up. And so we'll set the ID. And in this case, we'll have a label. Major. And in the inspector for this menu, make sure it's set to menu, and we're going to click the list values button in the inspector and list our values. In this case, we're going to have 2. So again, the label is for the benefit of the user, and the value is the value that is sent when we post this form. So there you have the button. I should say the drop-down menu. Looks like a button there. But if you click on it, it actually drops down, and you can see both of the labels. There you go. We've set the initial label to be the advertising. And we're going to, again, we're going to cut and paste the label tag information in the HTML to the column to the left. We have have it pasted in its new location. And so when you view this in a browser, it will look like this. Now we're going to add a submit button, and that's for posting all of the form data. So insert form button. That's a special kind of button with an ID submit, and that's the only thing you'll type in there, the word submit. And there the button appears in the table cell. And we can edit the value in the button so it doesn't read submit. We could say something else, such as send to teacher. You just type in that field the text prompt. And I horizontally set this to the right in the cell in the table. And there you can see it in a browser view. Send to teacher. Now you may want to reset your fields, so you can set up a reset button. And again, it's insert form button. Similar to the submit, and you can type in reset as the name of this button. And make sure that the action is in fact reset form. And you can again change the prompt there, as I have, to reset fields. And when you view this in a browser, this is what it'll look like. Now there's one last thing we can do. We can set a label for the field set. And it kind of wraps around the whole form. And so you would type some information in the legend, such as request for information, and you get a border that comes with that. And it looks like the whole form is one unified graphic. So there you have it, part 1 and part 2. Have a great day. Bye now.